Following years of ups and downs, loyalty tests, and public scandals, Yandy Smith and Mendeecees Harris have formally filed for divorce. But this time, the name Erica Mena, which is spreading like wildfire, is what drove her over the edge. This time, it's due to something far deeper, much more intimate, and downright scandalous than just past grudges. The world of reality television has just been completely upended. For weeks, rumors had been circulating, but none had foreseen this. Insiders claim that this is the start of the end for one of the most talked about couples in hip-hop and love, while fans are outraged and social media is in chaos. Reports that something untoward may have transpired behind Yandy's back are being fueled by screenshots of hazy DMs and even backstage murmurs. According to people close to the marriage, Yandy had a furious outburst when she found out about the controversy from someone else. Now, fans are speculating as to whether Erica is truly expecting Mendeecees' child, whether this is just another twisted hip-hop and love story, or whether the drama has finally materialized. The news appeared to stop everything as Yandy's phone continued to ring. She opened her browser with shaking fingers and found images, videos, and descriptions filled with outrageous charges. In an attempt to prove that Menk had been covertly linked with Erica Mena, fans posted voice notes, grainy images, and purported receipts. Now it was more than a rumor. It was true. She sat on the side of her bed and stared at her screen, checking the blogs and reading the same message over and over again, escalating into a major controversy with Yandy at the center of it. A behind-the-scenes footage from a recent love, and hip-hop recording was leaked earlier that week. It showed Mendeecees walking alone into Erica's trailer. It wouldn't have triggered any red flags if he hadn't remained inside for more than half an hour, and if Erica hadn't departed the trailer shortly after getting dressed and avoiding eye contact with the staff. Fans immediately began speculating once the video went viral, and accusations swiftly got out of hand. While some fans said they had been pointing out the tape for months, others were positive it was really a setup, a typical love and hip-hop marketing trick. But when things felt this real, Yandy wasn't buying the publicity hoax justification this time. She and Mendeecees had been battling more than normal in the days before the leak, and he was always on his phone and emotionally aloof. He evaded her queries and instead created impromptu justifications or started arguments when she asked him questions. However, Yandy couldn't ignore the sinking sensation in her chest because this issue involving Erica was now making headlines everywhere. She had believed in him, supported him during his incarceration, and stuck by him no matter what. But everything felt like a lie now. Yandy was upset, according to individuals close to her, and locked herself in her room for hours without talking to anyone. Her face was cold, and her eyes were puffy and red when she finally emerged. She stopped crying because she was angry. And the embarrassment, in addition to the supposed betrayal, was what stung the most. Erica did not confirm or deny anything. Instead, she posted a cryptic comment. "People only expose what they're afraid of being exposed for," the post read, leading admirers to believe that the claims had some merit. The image of Erica standing in front of a mirror, wearing a loose-fitting hoodie and holding a suspicious-looking hand to her tummy, then appeared. Mendeecees tried to downplay the rumors in a quick live stream, saying, Yo, you all really are bored. I was just having a conversation. You all need to stop." The comment section was flooded with questions like, "Is she pregnant? That better not be Mendeecees' baby. Yandy deserves better." An informant claims that the evening following the story's release, Yandy confronted Mendeecees at home. At first, he disputed everything, but she didn't raise her voice. But his expression changed when she showed him the video clip, screenshots, and fan speculations. He could not explain his time in Erica's trailer, but he continued to deny any physical relationship. He stormed out of the room the more defensive he got. That night, Yandy sat up instead of sleeping. Yandy made up her mind and called her attorney the next morning. According to insiders, she wanted a clean break and didn't want any hassle, so she had legal documents prepared and clauses examined right away. She made it apparent that she was done, even if she didn't want a media war. But the cleanliness didn't last long. Tim was instantly featured on every gossip blog when someone in the legal office leaked the story to the media. As she read the comments and scrolled through fan messages, she noticed that people were already picking sides. He was upset that Yandy had beaten him to the story, not because of the divorce, when he found out that Yandy had filed for divorce, claiming irreconcilable betrayal. When he arrived at their home that afternoon and demanded explanations, the ensuing altercation was explosive. Voices were raised, accusations were made, and Yandy called for transparency. She was overreacting, according to the Mendeecees, and he said, "You believe them over me." Although the couple had always made an effort to shield their kids from the stress. Friction was unavoidable this time. Yandy sat her children down later that night and gently explained that she and their father would be living apart for some time. Yandy assured the children that they would continue to see their father despite their confusion, hurt, and fear. But she was secretly unsure of how co-parenting would function given the degree of mistrust between them. Amidst all of this, Erica shared yet another enigmatic tale. It was a short video clip of a woman holding what looked like an ultrasound printout at a doctor's office. According to one account, Erica had been bragging to close friends about having something over Yandy, but she remained silent and only played a song in the background that said, "I don't have to say anything. You already have." Another claimed that the DC had told a friend about a weakness he and Erica experienced. The internet believed these reports even though none of them could be confirmed, are aware of. The comment section went wild. Was this confirmation that Mendeecees was really the father? Was this the final nail in the coffin for his marriage? Yandy, for her part, stayed mostly quiet. She posted a single black square with the words, "Healing in progress." She received a ton of support from fans, with Cardi, Rashida, and Mimi Faust among the celebrities who left supportive remarks. But people wanted answers, and they wanted them now, so her silence only made the mystery more complex. At that point, events took yet another unexpected turn. Mendeecees was seen entering Erica's apartment building late one evening. He was seen by the photographers to be nervous and to be continuously checking over his shoulder. He was there for over an hour. Shortly after he departed, Erica emerged, wiping, her eyes clutching her phone and appearing upset. In just a few minutes, that video went viral online and was shared by bloggers. The rumors were louder than ever, and the captions were daring. A few hours later, a new piece of footage, this time from a neighbor's Ring camera, came to light, which was the most startling aspect. The audio had brief bits of the chat that implied she might be pregnant, but the most startling moment was when Erica was visited at midnight by red-handed Mendeecees. Fans also weren't holding back. While some commenters expressed shock, perplexity, and incredulity, others asserted that this was unmistakable evidence of a deeper relationship between them. Within hours, the love was being dissected on every gossip page. Body language experts on YouTube started making videos analyzing his every blink and breath. One even claimed, "He's lying, it's evident in his eyes." Fans argued passionately in the comments. While some insisted he was guilty, others asserted he was innocent. Erica stayed silent and merely added to the fervor by posting cryptic messages. The voicemail leak, which was supplied by an unnamed source, followed, left Erica's phone a voicemail. The voice sounded like him, and it was quick but damning. "I can't keep doing this. I told you it was just a mistake, but you keep pushing. Like, we were meant to be something. You knew what this was." Fans compared it to sequences from Love and Hip Hop and archival clips from past lifetimes. Fans started looking for proof that this controversy had been building for a while, but none of these rumors could be confirmed, because the internet believed them. He had told a buddy that he and Erica had a moment of weakness. Finally, but just as mysteriously, Erica released a short video clip of herself clutching what seemed like an ultrasound printout at a doctor's office, with the words, "I don't have to say anything," playing in the background while she remained silent. Celebrities like Rashida, Mimi Faust, and others showed their support by sharing a single black square with the words, "Healing in progress." The comment section went wild, asking if this was the final straw for Mendeecees' marriage, or if it was confirmation that he was the father. Then things took another shocking turn. Late one night, a man was spotted entering Erica's apartment complex, and the paparazzi recorded him looking anxious and looking over his shoulder all the time. He stayed for nearly an hour, and when he left, Erica emerged moments later looking tearful, clutching her phone and wiping her eyes. The video went viral online, and as soon as it was released, it was like putting gasoline on a fire that was already blazing, and the blogs reposted it in a matter of minutes with bold captions. A few hours later, a new piece of footage, this, time from a neighbor's Ring camera, came to light. The voices weren't completely clear, but excerpts of the conversation could have been recorded at the same time as the rest of the world. She had no warning, no explanation, nothing. Caught. Red-handed, Mendeecees visits Erica at midnight. What's really going on? Fans weren't holding back either. Comment sections were filled with incredulity, confusion, and outrage. Some people believed it was all a setup, while others said this was conclusive evidence that something more was happening between them. At first, she just stared when her assistant came in with a phone showing her the post during a meeting. But she got up, left, and didn't come back for hours. That evening, Yami deleted all of the Mendeecees photos from her Instagram account, which her fans immediately noticed, and within minutes, it was all over the blogs. Yandy publicly declared that she was done with Mendeecees, but Mendeecees wasn't going. Down without a fight. And the next day, he shared a series of Instagram stories with old photos of himself and Yandy's wedding photos. Family vacations and behind-the-scenes moments caused a rift among fans, with some feeling angry and others feeling sorry for him. Some said he was trying to use nostalgia to gain sympathy, while others said he was truly sorry and didn't want to lose his family. Naturally, Erica had her own reaction, posting a reel set to a breakup anthem while lip-syncing to lyrics about moving on and being the upgrade. Then came the biggest bombshell of all. A producer from Love and Hip Hop leaked a private email from Mendeecees' team to the network requesting that specific footage not be used. The piece looked like Mendeecees' chain sitting on her dresser, and he left it there. Was he living with her? Is he still seeing her? As the rumors spread, brands that had previously collaborated with Menk started to back off. One fitness supplement company took his picture down from their website, and a clothing line halted a campaign that featured him. It was an unaired scene from 2 months ago in which Erica and Mendeecees were caught arguing in a hotel hallway, and the email pleaded with producers to remove the footage, claiming it could cause irreversible harm, but the damage was already done. The email leak confirmed what fans had suspected for weeks, that this was more than a one-time error, that perhaps Mendeecees have been living a double life. "We have a future," you assured me. Although the producers of the show initially remained silent, behind-the-scenes meetings were going on non-stop, and executives were desperately trying to contain the damage because they were afraid the scandal would overshadow the entire season. But as fans braced themselves for what lay ahead, one thing was certain. The truth wasn't just coming out, it was spilling everywhere. The email leak was like an earthquake in the reality TV world, leaving fans, media outlets, and industry insiders in shock. How deep did this go? How long had this been going on? Most importantly, was Yandy the only one who didn't know? On the one hand, Yandy was beginning to change. The heartbreak was still there, but now it was tinged with anger, betrayal, and fury. Meanwhile, MNBC had gone completely offline. No more posts, no stories, no lives. According to people close to him, he was lying low, trying to figure out how to fix the situation, but every time he tried to reach out to Yandy, he was met with silence. As the days passed, more information surfaced. One of her former friends shared screenshots of conversations that allegedly occurred between her and Mendeecees, in which Mendeecees appeared to be venting about Yandy, saying things like, "She doesn't get me like you do," and "I'm just staying for the kids." She started making decisions, not just emotional ones, but business ones, including firing some advisors, restructuring her team, removing Mendeecees from their joint ventures, and even stopping filming for a few weeks. Fans were duped, and many who had previously backed Mendeecees now turned against him as Menace officially professed his allegiance to Yandy. How are you going to play both sides like that? These screenshots were shared on all of the big gossip sites, and one fan wrote, "This isn't just messy, it's evil." The conversations were time-stamped, meaning they had been exchanged over several months. Then came the next twist. Erica shared a pregnancy photo, not just a teaser or hint, but a full reveal with the caption, "New beginnings." Yandy didn't publicly react when the story was picked up by mainstream media at first, but it was confirmed by people close to her that she had seen the screenshots. This time, she didn't cry, but instead she planned according to insiders, and she started to get legal advice about the marriage, the brand, the children, and the contracts. Thankful for the trip. The comments did it for her. It's his, isn't it? Don't act innocent now. This baby is going to need answers. Mems made an unexpected online appearance hours later, sounding panicked as he asked in a leaked private conversation with Erica, "Why would you post that now?" Erica replied coldly, "I'm done hiding. We haven't even discussed how we handle this." Supporters were shocked by what they were hearing. "I kept your secrets long enough." He posted a video montage of his family's old home videos, birthday celebrations, and random sweet moments with the caption, "I know." The backlash was immediate, and Yandandy's next move infuriated everyone. She filed for legal separation, not divorce, as a very public legal step to protect her assets and distance herself from men. Within hours, her name trended nationwide, and fans repeated the phrase, "Protect your peace, Queen," on social media. They were clearly cornered. "I failed you, I lost myself, but my love for you and the kids has never changed," added one fan, who saw it as manipulation. "Stop playing victim." Another fan added, "And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any more chaotic, a former producer from Love and Hip Hop dropped a bombshell during an anonymous podcast interview. "I'll defend us no matter what." It was pitched as a scripted tensions, but it went awry when real feelings and mistakes occurred. The producer said that Mendeecees and Erica's on-camera chemistry had raised suspicions months ago, saying, "We just didn't expect it to explode like this." This only fueled the fire, and now people were wondering how much of what they saw on reality. TV was real. Had this all been a ticking time bomb? Was Erica brought in for drama? Did something real develop on set? More importantly, what was going to happen next? Yandandy remained focused despite everything, focusing on healing and establishing boundaries instead of denigrating male DCs in more carefully chosen interviews, saying, "I'm learning that sometimes love isn't enough. Trust is important. Respect is important. And when that's broken, you have to decide whether you're going to keep breaking too." Her strength was praised by fans, and brands began offering her solo deals. Yandy's reputation was clearly thriving while Men's was crumbling, and she wasn't just surviving the scandal, she was taking ownership of her story, Erica. Remaining silent, Menka's team issued a vague statement saying that he was putting his family first and taking some time to think, but insiders say he was having difficulties. Fans were divided when she announced that she would be starting a YouTube channel to document her journey to motherhood. Some thought it was opportunistic, while others said she was simply making the most of her truth. Regardless, she was receiving views, comments, and sponsorship offers brought shame to the brand. And when the cameras began filming the next season of Love and Hip Hop, producers had to decide how much of this would be shown. Was it too raw and real? Or was it just what the fans wanted? There were rumors that Yandandy and Erica had filmed a fight, but no one knew what was said and no video had leaked. But sources said it was explosive. Erica was the first to speak, acknowledging the relationship, confirming the pregnancy was Mendeecees, and even apologizing for how it happened. The scene started with Yandandy sitting calmly opposite Erica, without makeup or glamour, just two women ready to speak their truths. A neutral mediator sat between them, but he barely had to say a word. The tension in the room was heavy, and it was obvious that was for closure rather than drama. "You weren't just some random woman," she replied, her voice quivering not with grief but with a barely controlled anger when she finally answered. "You were part of our circle. Our table was occupied by you." "I told him this was a mistake," she said, but he kept saying things would change, that he was unhappy, that you didn't love him anymore, and I was wrong to believe it. Yandandy listened stonily, but her silence was louder than any scream. "You knew my children, and you still did this." Erica wiped away her tears, but Yandandy also stated, "This isn't just about betrayal, it's about deception on every level." While continuing to face the camera, Yandy's bravery, grace, and powerful remarks turned into viral sound bites, and within hours, media pages and influencers published the video. "Even though I can't go back in time, I can choose who I keep in my life going forward, and neither of you make the cut." Fans even printed her comment, "Neither of you make the cut," on t-shirts after it went popular on social media pages. Mendeecees was noticeably missing from the sit-down. According to the producers, he was invited but declined at the last minute, saying he wasn't ready to appear on camera with them both. Others believe he was scared of being publicly confronted with the facts he could no longer deny, while many saw this as an indication of guilt. But according to those close to him, he was disintegrating behind the scenes, as the impact hit harder than he had expected. Commercial deals fell through, brand relationships ended, and public opinion shifted. The formerly cherished family man was now a cautionary tale about what occurs when even stranger was the fact that some of his relatives started to speak up. Loyalty is traded for lies, as one cousin posted on social media. Sometimes your own blood disappoints you the most. Pray for the kids caught in the middle. Everyone knew who it was about, even though no names were mentioned. Mendeecees' inner circle was starting to fall apart, and Erica was getting unfavorable attention as well. Some admirers applauded her for exploiting the situation, while others supported her on her path. One fan questioned during a live Q&A if she felt, whether people accept it or not, that's on them. Erica added, taking a moment to address any remorse. I didn't plan for things to go this far, but I'm living in my truth now. Meanwhile, Yandy kept doing well. She launched a health program that featured seminars, guest speakers, and journal prompts with the theme of recovering from betrayal. Fans praised her ability to turn anguish into power, and it immediately became popular among women in similar situations. Posts like, "Thank you for being our voice, and you saved me from going back to someone who didn't value me," were all over her Instagram. Celebrities even reacted to an R&B singer's video on Twitter, saying, "This is the energy we all need in 2025. Protect your peace at all costs." It was clear from the outpouring of love that Yandy was more than just a reality star. She had become a symbol of strength, resilience, and self-worth. But just as everyone believed that everything was coming to an end, the text thread was leaked by an unidentified source, which was another startling discovery. In communications to a mystery woman a few weeks before the Erica drama went public, he seemed to be flirting, making promises, and whining about marital problems. Fans were taken aback by the sheer number of ladies involved in the controversy caused by the leak. Did Erica do it alone? The most recent controversy revealed that male venture capitalists may have been living a double life for longer than anyone had thought, in addition to being emotionally disturbed. Sponsors disappeared completely, old friends began to drift apart, and the network allegedly scheduled meetings to determine whether to retain Yandy for upcoming seasons. But he declined. In addition to her own unvarnished account of the previous year, the documentary, Still Standing, promises to feature experiences from other women's conversations with therapists. Pre-orders sold out in a matter of hours due to the excitement of the fans. Even a streaming license was offered by one platform. I used to think my story was over. Turns out it was just the end of a chapter. And this next one I'm writing on my terms, Yandy said, staring directly into the camera in one promotional trailer. As shooting got underway, rumors of a lawsuit surfaced. Fans speculated that VCs would object to Yandy's attempt to obtain full custody of their children, but no court documents have been filed as of yet. Mendeecees reportedly made one last attempt to patch things up behind closed doors, asking for a private meeting through a mutual friend, but Yandy refused, allegedly telling the messenger, "I don't need apologies, I need peace." Perhaps most surprisingly, Erica gave birth earlier than expected. She posted a silent photo of the baby's hand with the caption, "My greatest lesson." Fans immediately flooded the comments section, with some congratulating her and others not so much. However, Erica didn't reply to any of them, leaving many wondering what her future would hold, especially since the man at the center of it all appeared to be fading from the spotlight. Since then, Mendeecees has stayed off camera, with some speculating that he's regrouping, while others believe he's trying to avoid further embarrassment. For now, however, fans are focused on Yandy, who has transformed heartbreak, betrayal, and a movement. The man who once built his brand on loyalty and redemption is now without allies, his family, and the respect he once had. Producers are reportedly torn as the next season of Love and Hip Hop Rap is storming. The emotional toll on the cast and crew is undeniable, but some insiders hint that Mendeecees might not be asked back. Who knows what will happen next? Will Mendeecees ever turn his life around? Will Erica lose her fame or build a new brand around her child? Will Yandy's documentary alter the public discourse on love and loyalty? One thing is for sure, the truth cannot be suppressed forever. Once it is revealed, it alters everything. Stay tuned. This story has upended the preconceived notions that fans had about Yandy Mind. Mendeecees and Erica Mena's betrayal, heartache, and startling confessions have come to light, leaving everyone wondering what lies ahead for this complex triangle. If you've been following this drama as closely as we have, please hit the like button to show your support. In the background, the question lingers. Will Erica's new chapter bring peace or more chaos? What do you think about Yandy's decision to file for divorce? Do you think Mendeecees deserve another chance? Or is this the end of the road? How do you feel about Erica's role in all of this? Please share your thoughts and predictions in the comments section below. Subscribe to our channel to receive updates on this sensational story and other breaking celebrity news.